Wait. Hello, everybody. What a beautiful Wednesday in it. I was scrambling to get my oh, thank you. I was scrambling to get my laundry real quick. Nice to see you guys. But let me start off with our greetings for tonight. First goes to Mira. Hello, and then Daily. Sage the Wizard is here. And Somebody, hello. Jill, Danny, FDK, guten Nacht. Good to see you too. Yuri, Darkchester, and Mao. I'm very glad that you guys are here. Even though this game, so I've seen on the Twitch category, only has exactly 1 follower to the game. This was recommended to me a long time ago. I think by Danny. Just because it looks very much like yours truly. So I have to play it, right? It looks like a visual novel too. I don't know what we can expect from it. If it's spooky or not spooky. Or we're gonna have a good time just reading. Exactly. Like how I eventually have to play Cult of the Lamb someday. Before I become the lamb myself, you know what I mean? Yeah, no other choice now. I can't say no. We could play more like other games, but we have to play all the games that just match our theme. It just makes sense. Make that all complete. Oh yeah, and we should all gamble. Gamble everything. No balls, all in. It's like the Lord can't believe this game exists. Oh, has balls. Oh my god, everybody has got balls. Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Wait, are we actually winning? Holy! Yo, relax! Relax! God damn. What? Holy shit! Ain't no way! Let's go! Except for Mel. All 7, but chew with the biggest balls ain't no fucking way. Hold on. Wait, how do I need to pin this. This is crazy. No fucking shot. There, that is now pinned. But I'm not a hermano. God damn, I guess Chu has taken back the crown. Let's go. Yeah, Kai has to come back again and roll the dice. Or let it be. We shall see. It's just that easy, you know? Should you gamble again? Okay, I'll gamble with you. Okay, never mind, I'm gone. Do not gamble or you'll die too. What a day. No! I told you don't go! It's alright. It had no! It had to happen sometime. I mean, it just kind of like evens out, you know? Well, we're gonna leave that as a pin for the rest of the stream now. Well deserved. Good job. We're cooking. Thank you, Sage, for the daily. You can have your light. Play. Let's go ahead and play the video game now. We got the sinning out of the way, you know. Is gambling sinning? Is that the count as sinning? Wait. Oh, that was so close. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello. You got the 5-minute Nico. Yeah. We haven't even gotten to the dialogue. Yeah. Blah. Wait. What noise? Yeah. What noise? Yeah. I'm missing something. Oh, there's music. Yeah. See, look, it's just like me, yeah. I don't even have my cross. What is wrong with me, yeah? Yeah, I told you I'd make it official, yeah. Hold on, let me move this to the side. Yeah, ears. Yeah, for immersion, you know? Yeah. That's the skeleton harvester coming to get me. Oh, hi, Yoi. Okay, yeah, what should we make the display language? Chinese. Lam, oi. Thank you for the ears, yeah. It even matches my color, yeah. I had to make sure I fit them right, yeah. But if they look kind of displaced, just let me know, yeah. I can like rotate them or something. I don't know how cat ears work, yeah. We should ask well, we can't ask Kai anymore, yeah. We should probably ask Casper if we want advice on that. Okay. You guys can hear that fine, yeah, right? Show violent scenes, obviously, yeah. She's literally just me for real, yeah. Cover up the rest of the space there. Is the day keyboard ASMR, yeah? I don't know, yeah. I guess so, why not? This night will be legendary. What's that clattering noise? Oh, no, don't worry about it. Alright, yeah, let's go. My name is... Everyone knows who I am. What is that horse clapping? My name is Nico. I want to suck! Ah, ha, ha, yeah. Is Nico your name? Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. My name is Nikonya. Or my Nekonya. Nikonya. Only because we're in the Nikonya redeem, that's why it has to be that way. Do I even have a timer, yeah? Or am I getting scammed? Oh no, yeah. I don't see my... Why is that? Where did that even come from? Bleh. Okay, yeah. That's the full version. The pre-dawn sky was dusky. Hold on. Hold on, that's not enough, nya. That's not nya enough. I need to drink. The pre-dawn sky, it was dusky, nya. Partly due to the heavy metal particles polluting the air. The inside of the station was packed with crowds of people coming and going, yeah. I wonder how much longer we'd be plagued by this heavy fog, yeah. A thick haze that had shrouded the world around me since I left early this morning. Despite being midsummer, the ever-present gloom meant everyone around me was bundled up in thick overcoats, yeah. The unexpected chill in the air left me shivering on the platform in my lighter clothing as I waited for the train's arrival, yeah. Hi. You might want to look away. You might want to look away, yeah. It's not for your eyes. I will let you win today, yeah. I was half expecting the double. Mark my words, this is not over. Chua. Hi, Anon. Nice to see you. I'm doing well today. Had plenty of sleep. Good day's work. Cannot complain. It's not sleep from work. It's because of Kai's bravery that it even happened. The voice of the train conductor, oh, Doopy, reaches my ears from somewhere nearby, cutting through the somber atmosphere. The station at the capital is not a place you can stay at for very long. Oh, my ears are gone. Okay, yeah. Okay now. I'm back. You all made it home safely. Good. See, that's how I know you guys are okay. That you're able to open the twitch.tv/NicoMio channel and tune in means that you at least have the energy to do that. The dust from the air left my voice hoarse, and dry, and my body quickly froze from the blustery chill. That's on my to-do list, don't worry. And so far, it just seems like we're sitting at a train station. All I saw was a nun, but that's it so far. And with so many people rushing here and there, I found myself worrying about potentially missing my train if I didn't stay sharp. So I hurried along in an attempt to make sure that didn't happen. Looks like you're making a fanfic. Would you believe I've never written a fanfic, but I do have the spirit in me if I really channeled it to make some good-ass shit. About 2,000 years ago, a world-altering cataclysm occurred. In the blink of an eye. Oh yeah, it was a thing that I did with some old friends, and Kai was there too, where we would just have like on-the-spot fanfic writing. Good memories, good memories. There's an emote on the server that looks kind of like the oi, but like hand-drawn. That was part of it. Oh my god, I remember. Those were good times. Yup, that one. We drew that one, guys. Collaboratively. We also wrote as well. We do not speak of those ancient texts ever again. They are never to be unearthed. In the blink of an eye, the world found itself at the mercy of a series of natural disasters, and a pandemic later known as pestis. Earth's population was unable to survive in the decay, and the corruption left in its wake. Was it a frantic fanfic? It just might have been. Do you know about Oi Pistis? Following the arrival of Pistis, one man discovered a strange mark on his body that had appeared out of nowhere. Speak of it, I can know to never talk about it. Even I think my mind is trying to suppress the memory because I'm trying to think what we even wrote about. It was kind of okay. Yeah, we're back to the Nikonya. Also, I don't understand the notification title. I don't know what language it's on. Hold on, maybe I can put it into. Hold on. Let me cook. I need to put this on like text to speech so we can actually have it like read. You know what I mean? Okay. Can you guys hear this? 起初，神创造天地，地是空虚混沌，深渊上一片。Yeah, see, I said that. That's what the notification message said. Stretch. Thank you for the stretch I needed. Can I make it even more loud? No, I don't think so. Yeah, but that was the very first lines to to the Old Testament in the Bible, of course. But me hearing myself speak in Chinese is kind of cursed, though. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe there's a way to do it. Maybe I can make myself do the whole like the beaver copy pasta, yeah. But in Chinese, yeah. That text is Chinese, yeah. If there's a jump scare, let me know, yeah. have it on max. Oh, I don't know. I haven't played this before, and yeah, I don't think so though, yeah. Whether due to the mark or not, he received a message from God, along with the power and knowledge to restore the world to how it once was, yeah. From then on, every Nyan born in this Nya world was marked with the same scar, which came to be known as the stigmata. I see, I did try to learn a bit of Chinese, but I'm terrible at it, yeah. I'm very interested in it only because my exposure to Nyaraka made me meet so many cool Chinese people. The Chinese paperclip is so funny to me. I almost wanted it to become like my follower message, yeah. It said once power can be seen in the number of marks on their body. Or at least that's what I heard from the town elders. So who knows how much truth there is to that, yeah. At any rate, I grew up in a small communal settlement in the most northern part of the 6th grade continents following the reconstruction of civilization. Unlike in the capital, where pollution makes it impossible to tell the passage of day and night, the sun always shone brightly over the village I was raised in. Okay, Chinese Nico, can you say that for everyone in the class? What does that say? That is... Oh, okay, that's what you said. Yeah, you're so right, yeah. The resident of a wasteland in this desolate world will likely perish. Don't worry about it too much, yeah. Maybe I need to make a new version, yeah. It's kind of scary, isn't it? How close it is.
Chat, is this real?
Chat, is this real? But also, the descendant of a small tribe, yeah, from some nameless scrap of land in the middle of nowhere. Nico, is he really super smart, yeah? Maybe, yeah. Are we real? Oh my god, yeah! How do you guys have so many coins? More! That's me. You're wondering how I got here. I left the village that had grown tiresome in its familiarity. For the capital, 155 is free Nyako. How come it takes so long for me to get points in your guys' channels, huh, yeah? Why? I'm always saving up for the cast, yeah, I never have any points play, yeah. Apara plays it only streamed up, yeah. Kiko is here too, oi. And if you're not following Kiko, you should, yeah. Gonna be on, yeah, stream. I think I have 50k in casts, yeah. Maybe I need to have a really big redeem so that people will try to save their money, yeah. Like I'm saving for making Mal play Valorant. It is the meta, yeah. I found it impossible to befriend the folks in my town who looked all the same and shared the same boring opinions. Not to say that I was the only child, but the age disparity between my siblings and I was simply too great. Oh, am I just saying I'm just better? Either they were too old enough to have children of their own, or were literal babies themselves. I think I have 30k in gases, chat, but if she had a fart redeem, I would have much less. Why would she have to redeem it if she's already redeeming it for herself now? I was the only young man of a marriageable age. Wait, I am a man? The rest having long since lost their minds, or various parts of their bodies over the years, were simply not able of taking on their leadership position. And so the folks in the town wanted to place the future of the village on my seemingly capable shoulders, yeah. Used a lot for languages. Chinese, Polski, Dutch. Russian, Espanol. Listen. Oh, okay. Noted. I fully understand why they came to this decision. It wasn't enough to convince me to rot away in this godforsaken place, listening to the elders' incessant preaching. Yeah. Surrounded by grandpas and grandmas, aunties and uncles, family member upon family member, and a veritable sea of relatives. Well, yeah. The folks here are so deeply immersed in tradition it's impossible for them to remember anything new. Like tepid water festering in a well, yeah. See, that small village was all I knew growing up, and it wasn't long before I grew sick and tired of constantly surrounded by the same old faces, yeah. I've grown bored of waking every morning in a cramped Guys, before I forget to mention it, on Friday, when we go and play Black Myth Wukong, you know that game that took I was like, I'm too poor every day to play it. Well, it was family that gifted me that game, and they're like, okay, yeah. Just link me your Twitch so I can watch you play it, and yeah. So you know what that means? If my family is coming to watch the stream, you best all be in your best behavior, right, guys? You're not gonna make me Nikonya the entire time. And that's also the first time they found out that I'm a VTuber. That's why there's that's why I was like, yeah. And then you're like, well, I don't watch streamers. Like, I don't play video games anymore because I'm busy with my work and all that. But man, I remember those games. You know what looked cool? That Black Myth Wukong. And I'm like, hey, yo, Black Myth Wukong? I've been wanting to play that. I just can't afford it. And they're like, oh, you want it? Just link me your Twitch when you play it, then just let me know when. So yeah, I guess I kind of accepted the monkey's paw there. So I'm trusting you guys not to. Are you gaslighting us to say from Yang old stream that day? Well, not today, but on Friday. No, don't tell them. Do not tell them what's going on. Do not link the clips. I'm not Casper Chu. No Vietnamese Riz. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just letting you guys know on Friday. I'll even make a... I will even sing 2 songs for you guys. Already? Okay, yeah. I will sing 2 songs for you guys on Friday. Mm-hmm. I will bribe you with my Louis Armstrong impression singing "What a Wonderful World" and me singing "Shaboom." Okay. That's my trade. Trust. So we'll see. Okay. I've grown bored. You can bribe me with a Fat Albert impression redeem. Okay, yeah. Fine, yeah. I'll put it there, but it'll be 2K. Can you sing the Warhammer Orc version? You need to send that to me, yeah. Send that to my DM and then I'll look at it. Okay, yeah. See, you can change it. It's a fair exchange, you know, yeah. Wait, but I guess a Fat Albert redeem is passable. It'll just be funny. Wow, that comment you just said was totally hilarious. Keep it up, Strummer. Yeah, so very normie-like. Just remember that they mainly exist on Facebook, okay? I should definitely try. Let's go! When do we have to be like a good chat? Yeah, just pretend like it's the Facebook comment section. There you go. They have streaming on Facebook, right? Alright, yeah. I've grown bored of waking up every morning in a cramped warehouse, wondering if today will be the day the prophet will appear, yeah. Go to the Capitol. Go to the ballots and vote. Those words plague my every waking thought over the past 7 years, and I had nothing to show for it. I trust. Other than the well-worn pages of a book, history of the great northern continent, and countless days and weeks and months. If I'd been in the capital, I could have bought a house, got married, and settled down to start building a happy family life. Yeah, and then they're all like amazing things. The child is smiling. The birds are chirping, and the kid has made an entire like cyber truck out of plastic bottles. Yeah, that works. I have to think of some punishments when you disable the Nyas on Friday. Oh, should I just disable the Nyas on Friday? It's a good idea, huh? With a partner who I choose to spend the rest of my life with, it decided for me by my village elders. What is this like Naruto like backstory right now? Each time I was forced to hold the shriveled up end of another old geezer in his deathbed. This shit is going on right, I'm in. I almost felt suffocated by the thought that I too might spend my entire life rotting in a stagnant hole like this one, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the lore. He's sick of it. I respect that. And that even after my death, yeah, my body would be cremated, along with my brothers and sisters, and my soul to rest for eternity in a mass grave. Surrounded by the same folks I've been stuck with while alive. Then, one day, I was blessed by a miracle, yeah. Due to the brutal heat and humidity, our crops were withering to nothing. And we were insanely busy trying to deal with it, yeah. The light of God, which is when our mysterious visitor son, yeah, appeared. He was a dark-skinned man with bright blue eyes, his cheeks speckled with multitudes of stigmata. He asked if I'd come with him to work in the temple of the capital. I gladly took him up on his offering, yeah. I honestly felt like jumping for joy. This was my chance. My one and only chance to escape from this suffocatingly small town, yeah. Which is what ultimately led me to moving to the capital, yeah. And they did not hesitate, yeah, to come. Yeah, laughed at that. Holy, it's me! Guys, look! It's literally me! She even has the same hair, yeah. Holy, is this my lore? Holy shit! Look, it's me! The train heading to the capital was incredibly crowded. Luckily, I was able to find an empty seat almost immediately, affording me the opportunity to set my luggage down, only to accidentally knock over someone else's belongings with my own. This is why we have to play it. Hold on. I heard a small gasp. The other person was clearly as surprised as I was. They were like, holy shit, it's Nico right here! On this day! I was turned to see a girl much smaller than me. And up to that I wondered how she had the strength to lug those giant bags around. Wait, am I romancing myself? I reflexively snatched up my own luggage and took a few steps back. With her shoulders slightly bunched up around her ears, she glanced between the seat and myself before finally sitting down. The girl with the light pink hair, oh, it's me, and her cheeks flushed red, kept her gaze averted to the ground. Unsure if she was still concerned, but what had happened, I kept her in my sights through the ensuing chaos on the train. Self-onlys, let's go! This is all canon lore. First the horses, now self-love. What is going on? Bleh. See? Even she's like, you know what? If that's what makes you happy. Without a word of warning, the sound of a nearby train signaled announced our arrival, and a flood of passengers surged toward the doors. Just before the crowd swept me away, our eyes met for a split second with a small nod. I barely caught her lips move. Probably a word of thanks. I found myself forced along by the tide of the very clearly busy people. The crowd? Oh, you're right! The very busy people with places to go. I can't believe they made a whole fan game out of Nico. This is crazy. There was a long line in front of the building I eventually wound up at. Oh, let me go move you guys a little bit. Just noticed. Here we go. Seeing the person in the cramped room on the other side of the window dressed in monk's robes, I was momentarily reminded of the sacrament of penance. I stood there silently as their eyes scanned me from head to toe before ordering me to wait. The inspector left the cramped room before being replaced a few moments later by a mild-mannered woman. What are the odds? Not very high unless my artist got direct inspiration. This is where I find out they played this game and were like, you know what, I want to turn that into a VTuber. Because I know that Nico was born like very late, like in 2023. Unlike the previous inspector, this brown-haired lady was not dressed in robes. Was this? Cute. Her name is Kind Woman. You must be new here. What's your name? Nikonya. Was it? My, what an interesting name. What would you like me to call you? What's my name? I guess you can just call me Nico. That's fine. Is Nico what you want you to be called? Maybe not. Oh goodness, my apologies. Can you say it one more time? Hey, it's baby girl, what you wanna be called? I'm just kidding, Chad. I'm just gonna call it Nico. Now let's see here. Your name is on the list of arrivals for today. The lady with the sweet-sounding voice handed me a piece of paper in a well-practiced manner. I caught a glimpse of her stigmata under her sleeve on her writing hand. Who Mega Low exactly is she? Can you show me the stigmata on your body? Ooh, are you already checking? I confidently show her the palms of my hands, and she responds with a warm smile. You don't have to change it. Oh, hey, stop. And of course, I have to save my own voice for when Nico shows up on the screen again. I wonder what her name is. You're pretty confident, huh? That's a good trait to have. Though for a boy with hair as black as yours, I'm surprised you don't have more. Is she calling me bald? Is two not that many? Here in the capital, youngsters with black hairs like yours tend to wield considerable power. Which is probably why they're few and far between. Really? I've had black hair all my life, and this is the first I've heard of this. And just wait until they see the people with white hair. Those guys are actually anime pro tags. It's just a silly belief some people have. Folks living in the capital tend to view the world through a lens of gossip and bias. Black hair is powerful. Self-insert coded, let's go. You could easily become a citywide sensation overnight. Well then, Ikonya of the cleanup department, welcome. I'm sorry. I'm part of the what department now? The stand user could be anyone. I wonder who it is. Confident and funny. You've got it all. She just needs to call me cute. I'm sure you'll figure everything out you need to know during your first day here. You must be exhausted after your long journey. Make sure you get a good night's rest. The dorms are located behind this building. It's pretty hard to get lost, but I think you can make it on your own. I'm pretty good at finding my way around. Thanks, though. Are you some kind of administrator here? I'm just an old This is old, guys. For any of the hag enjoys here, this is prime. This is where we say goodbye, Nico. Best of luck in your future. Bye. I was wondering what that smooth jazz was in the background. I thought that was part of the game. She's like 22 or some shit. That's when I took my first step into the underworld. Go back to my coven and my bones now. Yeah, I guess I'm like dust now or something. Happy Saint Sheol. Title drop, but let's go. Holy shit, I have my own anime opening? Wait, this is an entire visual novel? That's a lot of characters. Whoa! Look, no look. Wait. Well, it's definitely got my aesthetic. Day 1. You know, it's a good anime when one of the very first options is, would you like to see violent scenes, yes or no? And it's off by default. Oh, we're back to Saya no Uta. Okay, Fuminori. Okay, let's go. I take a step forward. Wait, guys, do you think there's merch for this? I hope they have like a Fumo of me out there, like how they have a Fumo of Saya that came out. I take a step forward. My foot sinks into the sticky wet ground, pretending not to notice. I keep going, dislodging the corner of my shoe from the mud. The more I walk, the heavier my feet get. I let out the breath I've been holding in. Pain intense, like my lungs are being twisted about. My head is soaked too, despite there being no rain. I don't know how long I've run. Eventually somebody grasps my sweat-soaked hand. I grip the hand in return and pull on it firmly. There is a concept of a Nico, but as you stare into my long, cold gaze, there's simply nothing there. The girl, who is also out of breath, calls my name. snapping out at my referee. I frantically look around, trying to get a read on my situation. I like her minus eyes. Yes, this is the temple dorm that I'll be staying in from now. I wasted no time falling asleep after putting away my things. The morning would have been morning meat. And in front of me, it's a cute girl. Is that me? Is that what you guys think when you open up the stream? Aw, I can't process any of this. What? Well, yeah? They said new workers are to assemble in their departments in 30 minutes. I see. The girl hurries out of the room before I can even say hello. And so, I've been left alone here in my room. I hear her footsteps pattering away down the hall. Mio, you don't say that, especially after they're doing yeah. I look out the window. The sun is already up. What time is it? I start searching my things, which are still a complete mess for my habit. All who come of age are considered adults and are given the right to start working. If I'd lived in the capital, my coming of age ceremony would have been a year ago. Still, as of today, I was a respectable member of society. Maybe I need to take off my headdress. Let me see if I can. If I can be more accurate, yeah. Do I still have it on here? Or did I remove it like a dummy? Mayhaps. Nope, that's my shirt. There we go, so I'm just like her now. I don't think you've seen me without this, have you? But it was taking a lot of space, wasn't it? Thank you, thank you. The first thing I noticed upon coming here was how my appearance was a little unusual compared to the people here. Even everyone in my homeland had similar skin color and hair, but people in the capital all seemed paler and slenderer. By my standards, they looked much more unusual than me. In any case, whenever somebody passed me, they looked at me in surprise. I guess I'm the unusual one here. Kind of bulky now without the headdress. Maybe I'll take off the robe as well. There. I'm kind of thin now that I think about it, aren't I? How about some ball? That's weird. I feel like I've seen her before. Maybe have we met somewhere? It's almost like she's my twin or something. Strangely, I'm feeling deja vu towards her. I can't get rid of the feeling. Maybe I'll figure it out if we meet again. I head outside my room, which is still dark. What should we save? Page 1? Morning. What should I do? I guess gotta work. Well, that's me! I'm glad you think so. Comfy clothes? Yeah! Just because the Nico in this universe is also doesn't have her headdress. And it's kinda like lightly clothed. Great. Time to pump myself up for another day. school lobby. I head further in, where everything is just as dark, weird, and open. The door. A very specific stench attacks my nose. Oh shit, is Cass here too? It's like they covered up the musty smell of old wallpaper and dust with a deodorizer or something. I even catch a whiff of rotten food. It's actually a little difficult for me to handle. I can feel in my bones. This place is different from the others. Oh no! She's not even here. Blah. I'm not surprised it's cordoned off from everything else like it is. I go inside as a girl in a small frame quickly turns around the sound of a door having been opened. Who wouldn't? Mm-hmm. She scowls and scampers noisily over me. What's with you? You're late, and your clothes. Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? What? What's wrong with my clothes? Why do you have all those strange decorations all over your habit? Because I thought they were cool. How is anyone supposed to wear that stuffy outfit every single day anyway? Stuffy? You're about to cross a line with your frivolous schemes, you know. Who in the world are you anyway? They said we'd be getting someone accepted to the magic department on a waiver, but that black on black is all I can see. What? Her incredibly rude behavior takes me aback, just a little, as I suddenly catch the strong smell of perfume behind me. A blonde girl appears out of nowhere. The Ayaya girl gets close to me and grabs hold of my arm. Holy, we have the Ayaya girl in here too! All of the characters are here! This one is the yay girl, and this one's the Ayaya. It's all canon. Oh, come on. Fighting on his first day. Please don't bully him too much, alright? Isn't he? Something has been bothering me ever since I got on that train. At first I figured it was just a difference in pronunciation or accent, but apparently the language they use here in the capital is fairly different than the one where I came from. Green banana, oi! You're here to see my canon lore story. I'd like to think it's the younger me. Yeah, Nervy, welcome! Yeah, it's been the lore time. They even had a whole anime opening for me too. I can still make out some of it, but when people talk quickly and quietly like that, I can't keep up with it. In fact, they just mentioned their names, but I couldn't quite make them out. I'm not used to the way they pronounce things here. We've got to be British. Well, it'll probably come to me the more time we spend together. For now, I'll remember them as Chairwoman and Blondie. Nice. Yeah, this is the anime. And it looked kind of spicy as well. The gas spritz! Oh no, don't send that to her, bleh! Now will get me through this conversation at least. But if I mishear something important later on, it could get pretty bad on my end. For now, I can sort of tell that the short chairwoman and the tall blondie are women and friends. Chairwoman was ranting and raving as Blondie smiles, pats me on the back, and takes a step away. We're in it. Okay, I needed to look that up. For an instant, for some reason, that gives me an awful chill in my body. I can tell. Anyway, isn't this supposed to be where orientation is? Are you newbies too? What? Who are you calling a newbie? We've been here a little longer than you, so we have some seniority. I'm just here because this girl said she didn't want to go alone. Oh, it's me! She pulls a very pink girl over. I haven't noticed her before. The new girl stands there awkwardly in front of me. This is how I am with new people as well, guys. It's very accurate. She heaves a little sigh that sounds anxious and keeps her eyes down, only occasionally glancing up at me. And once again, I can't help but feel like I've seen her before. I wonder, where have I seen her before? This morning did. Anyway, yeah, I'm her big sis. Wait, you look nothing alike. That's because we're stepsisters. Hey, would you say something? I know you can at least introduce yourself. I'm Maya Albeth. Pleased to meet you. Right. Maya's all scared. Is it because she's talking to a man? That's adorable. No, I told you she's always been like this, even back home, remember? My name is Nikonya. Thanks for this morning. I mean, I guess I'm older than you, but pleased to meet you nonetheless. It's only by 1 year anyway. The difference is nothing when it comes to working here. Both of you are essentially babies. Nikonya, huh? That's a rather unusual name. Hey, Nico, did you know what it is that we do here before you came? That's not Nico. Yeah, Nico. You know, then the cycles of rebirth happen. That's all part of it. What do you do here? It apparently struck Blondie as pretty funny, that she starts cackling, mouth wide open. The other gives an exasperated sniff. Are you sure you're not in the wrong place? No, that's not what I meant. I was told that this here's where I'd get an explanation. Hey, I know this kid's a riot, but just explain it to him already. Oh, fine. But I'll only say it once, got it? Maya, make sure you listen to this again. As everyone chuckles, Maya, the only one with an uneasy expression, nods along with me. See, it's me. During the explanation, I get distracted by how Blondie, who stands next to me, keeps looking at me and laughing. But in essence, this is how it is. This temple is called Saint Sheol. It was established in the center of the Curia to save people from pistis, using powers granted by God. Each of the 6 continents possesses a similar temple administered by the cardinals of each region. Here, Saint Sheol is divided into 4 departments, each under purview of the bishop. The magic department, the academics department, the health department, and the cleanup department. Of the 6 temples, Saint Sheol is the only one with an established department for cleanup, which is what we're assigned to do. We're essentially the cleanup crew to make sure that the nation's cogs keep turning. After a week of training, we'll be acknowledged as official members of the clergy. Nice cog. I wanted to make sure I understood everything properly, but it didn't seem like they'd answer me outright. Thanks, bro. I grew it myself. Without a choice, I save my questions for later and try to organize all the new information in my head. I see. Well, thanks. Are Maya and I the only new workers today? This department is always understaffed, but we get new people at the end of every month, little by little, on a regular basis, that sort of thing. Oh, did you want to meet the other boys and girls? Don't worry about that. You'll be able to soon. I've got plenty of friends to introduce you to. Eh? I hear the door open again. The 2 of them break off the idle conversation they were lapsing into. Chairwoman's face scorches up on the sight of him. Oh, why, if it isn't Sekiret? Weren't you busy? What are you doing here? Blondie approaches him first, but the boy doesn't even spare a glance at her. Instead, he fixes a stare directly at me. Femboy Nico! Is that what I look like? Putting on my robes back now. We have to pull up it. There we go. Wait, I thought only new members could come in here. That's what I want to ask. Why are you here? The bishop is unable to come today. She's a busy woman. I'm just here in her place. It's like Nico's internal universe. Aya, Nico, su Nico, Nico, woman. Oh, Nico man. I wonder if actual Nikonya is gonna show up. Yeah, Nikonya comes up every like 5 minutes due to some cosmic force that is unknown. Something just makes her appear. Bina, hello! You've entered the Nicoverse. Girl, thank you for the Nikonya. Okay, yeah, this is the Nikonya universe. Everyone here is an official character of the Nicoverse. Yeah, they don't seem like they're friends, yeah. The chairwoman glares at him for cutting her off, but purposefully doesn't say anything in response, yeah. Come! Their short conversation seems like it's over already. Now one blondie called Sekiro comes over and looks at me up and down, yeah. Ever done this kind of thing before, yeah? There's no point in asking that. He literally didn't know anything about it. In fact, I just finished telling him what it is we do here at the temple, yeah. Sekiro, would you be so kind as to show these two the proverbial ropes, yeah? What, yeah? The bishop left this task in your hands, didn't she? Yeah. I highly doubt you were planning on pushing such an important and crucial job onto us, yeah? Yes, yeah, that's right. We have to get to work ourselves. Thank you for this, temp assistant bishop, yeah? Ugh. The boy says nothing as the other girls go past him towards the door, yeah. Yeah, needs more, yeah. That one's my little sister, yeah, so you'd better do a good job of teaching her. I know, right, grandmother? I feel like you would appreciate, yeah. One of them makes a final demand before exiting the room, yeah. The other casually turns before us and waves before leaving. Bye-bye, oi! I wave back, not really thinking about it, but a moment later, I come to my senses and turn around, yeah. The boy is still here and he's got his eyes narrowed into a severe glare. Finally, he heaves a sigh and gestures us to come with him. Oh, new room, yeah. The corridor. Watch out. As we exit the stairs onto an upper passage. Thank you for taking the light. The sound of our footfalls along the floor becomes awfully loud, yeah. Does everyone here wear boots with heels or something? Even outside, the sun is still below the horizon, yeah. The gaudy stained glass on the hallway's wall reflects the dull color of the sky, painting the whole building with a pure light blue tone, yeah. It's almost like the sunrise. See, there she is! What time is it, even? Does the sun not rise in the cabin or something, yeah? It is the polar night right now. The polar night? It's the time of the year when the sun doesn't rise during the day, so it's always nighttime. Really? Mine, yeah? You're pretty smart, huh? Does that mean it's gonna stay this cold, yeah? I suppose. Do you not like being cold, Nico? I come from a warm place, so I can't get quite used to it, yeah. Wait, did you just call me Nico? Well, I like calling people nicknames, so would you... I'd rather not. No, not at all. Feel free to call me anything you want. Oh, good. Sekiro, right? it's alright with you, would you mind if I called you Q? Cute? Yes, I'd mind it quite a bit. Hey, look how hard Maya's trying to talk to you. You could at least be a little nicer, yeah? Wow, what a meanie. Bleh. Without turning around, he takes out a binder, yeah. The papers inside were written using a typewriter, yeah. On them were designated pieces, ranging from central addresses to a nonsensical sequence of numbers. Several of them have been checked out. Yeah, where did he get it from? Hold on. Fanboy Nico has something twisted. I feel like this is one of those games, yeah, where the weird guy's probably the most sane, yeah. And then the cutest one, the most yeah, are gonna be the most twisted, yeah. She'll have like the entire Cthulhu inside of her, yeah. Record the work you perform in here. It's fine to simply observe since it's your first day. Wolf Dragon, oi, hello. Gold Eye Girl is probably a little demon. It's probably gonna mention Baphomet or something always. But Wolf Dragon, I'm glad you're here. This is like lore accurate Nico. But this ages one, yeah. You'll actually have to do the work and write it in here. What kind of work is it? Securit says nothing to us, instead quickening his steps and turning the corner, going past the checkpoint. I'm awake, it's my Oh yes! Time zones, let's go! Happy birthday, yay! Welcome to the new age! And I'm glad you're spending it with us. Don't worry. I like to say, as long as you are young at heart, does it really matter? Because I am also not too far away, to be honest. And I still feel like I'm like my young 20-year-old self. Oh, I was singing a happy birthday song. Okay. Let's go look on Spotify for happy birthday. By CV Wonder, 5 minutes long. Okay, let's not do that. But happy birthday, Wolf Dragon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Welcome to 30 years old, Wolf Dragon. Hope we're not even that far away from you, don't worry. I know a lot of us here are kind of like the same age as well, so you're not alone. And I'm glad you're here once again. You're gonna do anything special? I wonder. One look at the white rosary around my neck, and the examiner silently lets us through. Hey, I asked what kind of work you're doing. Trailing behind him, I ask once again. He coughs nervously. Did I make him mad or something? Slam! Before leaving the entrance, Securit pulls out a hand cart. Wait, where did he pull that out from? It clatters loudly on the floor. All sorts of cleaning supplies, plus a few sacks are piled on it. Maybe order big pizza? Nice! Take this. He says it in a rather high voice. Oh, take this! As though his vocal cords haven't been affected by puberty yet. As part of the cleanup crew department, our jobs are to sanitize the other areas of departments that get dirty from exterminating evil spirits, to clean up and deal with any reported corpses, and to exterminate the pests that have been growing in number recently. We've also to perform preservative treatment on dead bodies, assisting in their funerals and get rid of the lost. Essentially, any troubled work like that needs manpower falls on us. It'd be sad with papers all day. I hope they give you an easy day knowing. The lost? You don't know about them? I guess I don't know. After I repeat the unfamiliar word, thinking about it, Sekirat stops and turns back around to us. He doesn't reply with an answer. I look at him blankly, which his gaze shifts to Maya. Apparently, she knows about this. I'm the only one who doesn't know. See, this is lore accurate. Seeing that she does, Sekirat shakes his head and starts walking again. You know I'm walking here. You know how people possess sacred power? Yeah, the bastard didn't make it. You saw her, right? That's me. The stuff needed for the stigmata to appear, right? Yes, it is also God's only mercy to man. That's how this incomprehensible power is to people. But what do you think happens to this great sacred power when the vessel dies? I'm guessing it doesn't go away. Correct. Back home, the tradition is to cremate people immediately after they die. Instead of looking on the faces of the dead, we gaze at the blazing flames that consume their bodies, enduring the distinct odor of burning flesh and saying our goodbyes to the fire. How would you guys like to go? I mean, back in my day, when I was like Maya, when I was like little Nico, like the way Maya looked, I was like, just throw me in the garbage, don't even waste your money. I'm already dead, I'm already past. But now I kind of like the idea of having my ashes spread in the ocean. Probably kill a couple fish along the way, improve my KD while I go. That's horrible. That burning flesh smells horrid. Wait, how would you know? How would you like to go? How would you like to be processed? I tried to donate my body to science. It's a lot of paperwork though. Aww. Poetic in my opinion. Yeah, it's kind of cute, isn't it? Either that or being buried under a tree, but I guess the tree would kind of enjoy that. Free food, I was never happy with that, so one day, I asked the big man in the village about it. I realized now that he said something very similar. Human corpses couldn't be returned to heaven without immediately burning their bodies. Otherwise, their lingering resentment would remain in this world. I gotta know about those kinds of things when the temperature, the blood boils. I wonder what Danny's been up to. Use me as an artillery target like that 180. I remember that story. Ain't no way. Hey, what if she knew? I mean, it was being used for science, right? Ballistics is a science. They should put my body into a rocket ship and send it to space because they wanted to see how the bodies would react when they're being sent to Jupiter or something, That'd be kind of sick. Otherwise, their lingering resentment would remain in this world and they would become monsters that crawl along the ground. The hunks of flesh, controlled by that secret power, have no consciousness, no memories. They either continue moving until they run out of energy, or those bodies are given to scientists to train medicine and surgeons. Do they preserve them like sheep brain and stuff like that, and like frogs? That's how I imagine it would be, More likely, they attack people. They don't have consciousness but still have instincts, or something like it. It's up to us to retrieve and deal with them. Depends how interesting you are. I guess I'm pretty interesting. Maybe they'll use it for good. Spiders and snakes. Wait, is that where yours is going? They also use donated bodies for forensic field studies. Did they do a little crime scene cleanup crew, but in real life with that one? That would be sick. Okay, see you in a bit, Yui. We never have enough people for it. Essentially, we take people in without checking the number of stigmata or their status in society. The rest of the world doesn't take kindly of us because of it. Since you two are still in training, though you won't be directly sent to Pistis. Instead, you'll probably be doing simple jobs like cleaning. Oi, Pistis. Sekiro continues to walk as he explains, his voice flat and disinterested. I got it. The cold terminology pierces my ears as I travel down the dark path. I'm not completely sure I have an accurate understanding of the terms and explanations I have heard. Next to me, Maya's gait has been growing more and more unsteady. Thinking her feet are tired, I look at her in worry, only to see that she's shaking and her face is as white as a sheet. Oh no, who's got her spooked? Who's got me spooked? Doubting exhaustion is the only thing I'd play. I purposefully raise my voice. By the way you describe it, the cleanup department are just slaves of the temple. Perhaps, but its work is necessary to ensure the smooth operation of the country. Are we not gonna ask her if she's alright? Well, this kind of looks like where they take pictures of real life and then just put some filter over it. After traveling a bit, he stops in front of a residential building. Thank you. I can see plenty of signs that people once lived here, but not a single person in sight. As I hurry to catch up to him, my foot catches on some kind of flat board. There are several of them sticking out of the ground. They look like signs that are trying to keep people out. Nobody told me about any of this beforehand. Would you just be quiet for a moment? Excuse me? Angry at his old complaint, my voice becomes rough, but a moment later, he smoothly passes a mask to me. Playhouse? Could be. Confused, I say nothing more and take the mask from him. After he gives another mask to Maya, he starts rolling up his sleeves. Breathe through your nose as little as possible. Sigrid puts on white rubber gloves that go all the way up to his elbows, and he puts his own mask before taking out a relatively large bucket and a few sacks from the handcart we brought here. Having lived in a harsh place where people died every day, this wasn't my first time seeing corpses. Nevertheless, the sight I witnessed once I passed through the door was a terrible one. Maya gasps and tenses, her body shaking. I step in front of her to block the view. Even through all the white smoke from the disinfectant, I can clearly see the maggots covering the floor like a living sheet. With too much exposure to moisture, the wooden floor has rotted away, and the pieces of the corpse are stuck to it. They've begun to melt and have already turned black. Flies buzz around the crushed, desiccated skin. Unable to breathe. At the horrific sight, Maya covers her mouth and nearly falls to the ground. That's a good question, and we just casually strolled into this place. It's just a residential area and there's just a corpse bin lying down there. Yeah, maybe this is lore accurate. Just heading to Ohio first house we see, there's already a corpse. Man. Just another day. Arms and legs are shaking. I feel so bad for her. And also concerned what might happen if she really did fall. It's awful. You call this awful? This is proof that this person lived. Have some fucking respect. Sure, maybe. But it's just a dead body now. You're not supposed to shove stuff like this in other people's faces. Well, it's also proof that this person died. Sekiro sighs from inside his mask and picks up a sack. Yeah, relax, it's her first day. It's both of our first days, man. I'll handle this. Stay back. If you just stand there, you'll get in the way of my work. Is that a normal thing to say in this situation? I want to argue with him somehow, but more than that, I can't leave Maya alone. Because of how stifling the air in there was, the air outside feels awfully refreshing now. Maya leans against me, finally putting one foot in front of the other with some steadiness. Eventually, the hand softly holding my shoulder squeezes tightly. Oi! She's still shaking. Eventually, she lets go and heads over to the wall. Before I can think of something to say, Maya loudly vomits. The watery, mostly uncolored contents of her stomach fall from her mouth to the floor in slick clumps. She then slides down along the wall, not even a hint of color on her face. Are you alright? I ask, walking up to check on her. She bites down on her lower lip and groans in pain as she shakes her head. Her eyes are squeezed shut and tears quickly fall from them. I can't do this, she weakly stammers. I said I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to come here at all. Hey, calm down, come on. You stay outside of my mask to wipe the bile from Maya's mouth a little at a time. Oh, hydrated posture check, thank you. It's stretchy. Thank you. She was driven here to this polar region, and now she's raised her voice in terror. She looks so much smaller now. Yeah, I hope we can bring the spark in her eyes back. I'm kind of scared for her. Sensing my feelings, Maya sniffles and uses her own sleeve to wipe her eyes. I wish I was in your shoes, she says. Limbo, thank you for becoming an accomplice. You get to go to the magic department once your training is over. Despite being inarticulate through her wheezing, her words resonate clearly in my ears. Her eyelids are red and swollen, probably from rubbing them so much. It's rough not having any talent, she goes on. It's really rough, Nico, to have nowhere to go. Oh, I haven't seen very many girls my age. Plenty of their brothers were around when I used to live, but the sisters were either pretty young or quite a bit older than me. Because of that, I've never seen a girl crying like this, much less had to comfort one. But here is one, right next to me, just 1 year apart. Words of consolation whirl through my head, only to shatter pointlessly the moment I try to speak. My mind goes blank, then gives way to a certain thought. Do people in the capital shove children like her out into the real world just because they've technically become adults? Yep, that's exactly what happens. You know, by the time you're 18, at least in a lot of places, like the US, you gotta already know what you want to do with the rest of your life. Already know what to pick, where to go, what your entire career and rest of your life is gonna look like. Yeah, you gotta know that. Some people even kick their kids out at like 18 to be like, alright, find a place, good luck, see you next time. Sad Edwin Bindle. Nico had that kind of experience. I was already out by like 16. And this next line is exactly what I said too. I didn't want to become an adult at all. And get the hell out, figure it out. She says, echoing the next question that otherwise appears in my empty head. We weren't prepared for this in the slightest. What were we even supposed to do? Get kicked out of the nest? And just dropped? Adults are the worst. Her hand raised high above her swings down as if to throw something. Oh, thank you. Then lies there, trembling. I take that hand and squeeze it. Her hand is much smaller than mine, and is covered in tears and snot all the way to her sleeve. she's too cute. Oh my god. Then I'll help you, I say. It's like nicotine. Maya's eyes widen as she looks at me. With what? Asks. Her confused voice sounds a lot calmer now than before. Her ragged breathing has been steadying out too. I'll just help you, I repeat, no matter what happens and what you need help with. Maya is surprised, but I'm downright shocked. I didn't realize I'd grabbed her hand like that. I release it. As I do, her white eyes slowly return to normal. I probably calmed her down a bit. She looks down like she always does, then sniffles. Thank you, she says. Sorry about that. No, don't be. I'm the one who should be sorry for worrying you. Nico, I've thought this since the moment we met, but you really seem to like helping people. From the moment we met? You don't remember? Well, we met on the train coming here. Wait, really? Oh. Huh. Now that you mention it. So that's why I felt like I've seen Maya somewhere before. Is she playing me like a damn fiddle? It's possible. I could just be a lamb to slaughter at this point, but we wouldn't know. Reminds me of one anime. This one deep and emotional visual novel, and we haven't even scratched the surface. Violent scenes on and off, by the way. We go back up to the house and hear the clatter of the handcart. Hopefully you get at least a smash before you get some. Yeah, that's usually what happens, isn't it? Even in Fear and Hunger, like Demon Seed, you at least get the smash before, you get your corpse obliterated into a paste. This looks like it's gonna be a long one, because I'm glad it's peak. Yeah, but only on the first day and it's already getting a little bit spicy. The empty sacks from before are now full. He must have dealt with the gore inside. I glanced to the side, accidentally locking eyes with him. Sekret uses a dirty glove to lower his mask and hands a mop and broom to us, one each. Ever cleaned before? With rags, sure. Then could you get the living room looking nice? I picked everything up, so... Gotcha. Don't think you can stomach it? No, I'll be fine. You're only human. I won't demand a perfect job on day one. But this is the easy part, so you need to at least do your best with this. Right. I hope we get to hang out with these two as much as possible. I kinda like them. Starting tomorrow, we'd have to get used to not only seeing dead bodies, but also touching them. Yeah, he isn't so bad. He's just a little rough. And he's got that tsundere attitude, But even with anxiety, I'm rising above every other emotion. Seeing Maya's face twisted into even more worry than mine naturally made me want to worry about her too. She's never been an active conversationalist, but she's been a lot quieter than she was before. I would have to think over what to talk about her carefully. His three pairs of footfalls and the rolling of a heavy handcart reverberate around us. Sekret finally breaks the silence. Noon already. Wait, are we looking around the whole cart full of gore? Is that how, extreme we're kind of cleaning up over here? Anime Sunday without God. Okay. I'll see. Thank you. Huh? This is when the temple is lunchtime. You two go back ahead of me. What should we do after eating? I guess you should rest up, then go back to your dorms. You're letting us go back? We don't usually make trainees work very late. Didn't you hear about that? Well, they need to, lower their costs, you know. Oh, good thing, too. Also, starting tomorrow, could you ask those girls about work instead? I was only asked to do this for today, so... Yeah, especially when they made us go out like this by ourselves, while all the elders are, doing their thing. This is I'm about to ask him more about that. He pulls the handcart away with a loud clatter, marking the end of the conversation. I didn't even respond to that. He probably made that loud noise on purpose. What a pain as I watch him grow smaller and smaller in the distance without bothering to turn back. I curse him under my breath in retaliation. Fucking cunt. Oh shit. I'll let you get away with this. How's it? When Maya and I reach the cafeteria near our department, we find a lot more people around than before. People who give off similar auras are chatting and laughing about pointless things in their assigned groups. I like how we're checking their auras. As we pass them, their topics sound similar, yet they're all different. As we enter, people we've never seen before see us and break into laughter. The laughter spreads around them in a strange bubbling effect. Are newbies coming back from their jobs so amusing them? Apparently, we've earned some popularity in the department. They bombard us with greetings and questions. As we're responding to them, someone behind me softly grabs my shoulder amidst the noise of the room. They really like coming up behind you and grabbing you places, don't they? I'm borrowing him, she says. It's the blonde-haired girl we met this morning. The scent of her thick perfume seems a little different to me now. Maybe she's been somewhere full of stench corpses this entire time. She's been working here this whole time, too. The more a girl her age wanted to doll herself up, the more she'd probably hate the stench. Even I would refuse to do this if I had the chance. As she tugs my arm, the nearby boys that had accosted me grin and waved their arms after me. I thought maybe the people in the capital would be gloomy and unsociable, but it looks like I was wrong. Thanks for getting me out of that one. You weren't lying when you said a lot of people would be here. You're that tired, huh? Maya! And Nikonya too, lest you forget. Are you okay? Did this buffoon or that annoying kid bully you or something? Hey, we weren't bullying her. It's making me dizzy. It wasn't this noisy before, so maybe this one hasn't come up lately. Everyone's talking about disasters and calamities and such. All that doom scrolling is getting to me. About what? Those crazy beliefs about the end of the world, of course. All this stuff about this being the 2000th year since that great disaster. I'm so sick of all these superstitious beliefs. Yeah, and he had so many applications for a while while the apocalyptic rumors of the Great Flood were going around too, didn't we? And those magic department mooks almost worked themselves to death. Wish I could have seen them. They just like rumors, that's all, right? Yeah, right? Anyway, how was work, you two? Pretty rough, yeah? It was, more than I expected. Which asteroids who killed the dinosaurs? Maybe one of them. The one the size of Texas, of course. But that Y2K reference though noted. You might not ever, it's still really rough for us too. The Cardinal here was the one who set us up for this insane department. He's gotta be touched in the head or something. The sandwich I was given as my share is the worst sandwich I've ever seen. The bread is hard and cold, and not only is there a complete dearth of any meat on it, the sloppily applied sauce is nothing like I've seen before. To make matters worse, the only thing sandwiched in this sandwich is a slice of lettuce. I don't know how long it's been sitting out, but it's chewy as rubber. Is this it? Maya says something about it before I can. There's milk, too. Mate, hang on, you're telling me this is supposed to fill me up? Then that might actually happen, though. I think we were on a close call as far as that goes. Oh, be quiet and stop your incessant whining. You're not a child. Everyone here feels the same way without you making a fuss about it, so shut up and eat. I've got a lot of complaints, but I reluctantly force my teeth to bite through the world's worst bread. Yeah, maybe she would ask for seconds even. Mealtime, though it would be blasphemous to call this food, and conversation that continued to drag on. I was just wondering what Sekiro is like. We left early, so... What? Oh, thanks for making me lose my appetite. Maya, you don't have a thing for that sleazebag, do you? No, it's not like that. How old is he? He's pretty small, actually. Are you sure he's male? Damn, our short king's not like this. He's the same age as you, and yes, he doesn't seem like quite to fit in here, he said. Apparently he has 3 stigmata. Not like this. Are you sure that's even a man? When people used to think I was a girl, not like this, it's too real. Is that amazing? I don't know. I have 3 stigmata too. Most of the people here know each other. We were raised in the same monastery, but nobody ever seems to have seen him before. They say he's from the capital. I wonder what he was doing before this. Being a femboy, apparently, damn. It's all just awful. I wouldn't want to risk catching the disease from him. Actually, maybe that's why he doesn't cling to people. Their docile expressions change completely. Isn't that funny to them? And the purple hair. I zone out, unable to keep up. Maya's face, meanwhile, is a nice contrast to mine. She still looks like she's a second away from crying. Just like the first time I met her. Maya falls silent again. She probably doesn't know what to say either. But apparently, Sekiro's been working here a while, making him perfect to voice the more annoying jobs too. Yeah, like this morning, with guys like him, whoever forced the pain in the butt job onto someone else first is the winner. Oh, not to say you two were a pain in the butt, really. Just, you know what I'm saying, right? So, he has seniority here. Not bad for someone so measly. Look, I'm not even I'm part of the shit talk right now. Make it a trio because even I'm calling him meek and measly. Look at that. Alright then, hello. You're pretty cute, Maya. So you might actually be able to draw his interest if you cling on to him enough. Eh? I couldn't. Hey, keep your weird ideas to yourself. He might be into younger girls, you know. After all, men are all... And... Rich-haired woman right next to them, Blondie bends forward and whispers into Maya's ears. Meconium, it's a holy relic. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hell yeah, sister. She knows, she knows. They both go wide-eyed in surprise upon hearing it. Chairwoman laughs. Cut that out, she says, giving Blondie a light push on the shoulder, and watches the two of them start cackling. Literally, though. I couldn't even call them by their names, even though it was like the first thing on the anime opening. They actually have names. She probably kept her voice down on purpose. Even with a good view on her lips moving, I couldn't make out what she said. I laughed flatly, to be honest. I could guess from context. Poor Maya. She's giving a troubled, empty smile again. Idly, I wonder why they're doing this in front of me anyway. Did they forget I'm here? That's when my eyes met with hers as she laughs. The girl just nearby leans on her shoulder and directs a narrow-eyed gaze at me. She doesn't laugh loudly. If anything, it's more like titter. That's when I became sure this wasn't a coincidence or misunderstanding. They made the joke at my expense. Is this all a warning or something? I don't have time to think about it any more than that, though. A bell rings in the distance, and the girls' face shift back to their cool, serious facades. Damn, I didn't know these girls are fake as fuck. This won't do. I have to get back to work. Oh, lunchtime is over. I wish I could go back to being a trainee. You're leaving? Yes, and if you're not busy, I suggest taking a look around. Casper Chu is here. Oi. Yeah, we can get the your takes on this as well. If you don't make an effort to get used to this place, you'll start getting lost all the time. The temple is super big. See you later, little kittens. Right, best of luck to your work too. When you wanna watch the quasar, I didn't even know that was a real thing. The only milk in this game, Cass, you'd fit right in. They only get girl dinner and milk. Now then. This looks like a very wholesome game. Yeah, it has me in it. Did you see the Ayaya girl? That's why we're playing it, because it's literally my like early lore. Where should I go? Ooh, where should we go? What do we say? The flower garden, the workplace, or the infirmary? First day of the heat moon, afternoon. Oh, it has beds. Okay, we'll coin flip. We'll coin flip for the heads is flower garden, infirmary's tails. Okay, no coin flip apparently. Okay, it seems like there's a lot for flower garden, so we'll go for that one. Majority vote. XDD shrug. But I was with you there, Flem. The beds were there. While wandering around outside our department headquarters, Maya suddenly stops dead in her tracks. Maya's here with us. I spy a crude arch entwined with roses, reaching upward to the sky. The petals are wilted, as if from neglect. Can we just go in? There are a couple of benches around, so why not? Yeah, I want to revisit gardens like these as well. Maya sits on one of them, staring fixedly at the dirt packed between the bricks and the nearby wall. Oh. I sit down, keeping my watchful eye on her. Her unexpected cry of surprise causes me to jump in my seat. What's wrong? Oh, she's actually smiling. Let's go. Look, there's a bud sprouting. You're right. Seems like they're managing to thrive, huh? Even in this abandoned garden, they're finding a way. Impressive. Very nice. Do you like flowers? Like them? I guess so. So why not come out here when things get rough and you need a break? You could even water the flowers sometimes, I bet. Bud. Really think they'd let me do that? I'm sure it's fine. Look, I'll help too. And then I oi piss in the roses. Okay then. See, look, I can do it too. Now to the infirmary. So we had to raise her up at the roses first. What do you mean immersion? This is my lore, remember? So this is what I would do. I proceed through the darkened hallway past the central fountain. It's weird hearing people's voices coming from all around me, and yet the sky is pitch black. The smell of marble that's lingered in my nose this whole time suddenly vanishes as I turn the corner. It's replaced by the sweet, buttery scent of baking bread. It's quite funny going from ultra-violence hardcore game to hardcore, a calm game. That's what makes the contrast so more impactful when it's all like nice and cozy and then suddenly all, you know? Nico, did you travel from West Coast to East Coast? I haven't yet. I've only stayed in the West Coast this entire time. But I want to visit. Somewhere in the East. I don't think you're supposed to go in there. I'm sure they'll let us off the hook if we tell them we're new here. Wink. I don't know. Oh, good to know. A rare West Coast friend, let's go. Before our arc, come and visit Kai and me. We'll also get some gabagool. Hell yeah. Before our argument can progress further, the door flies open. Her yelp of surprise ringing in my ears. Then we'll take Kai to the ocean and it'll be fun. Well. You two again. Are you on break? Now don't just stand there. Come on in. Are you sure? I don't know. Great, don't mind if I do. No. I like that one. No. Upon entering, I'm greeted by a warm, pure white room filled with the same enticing smell of baking bread I noticed from the hallway. An arranger mission, hell yeah. It's almost enough to make me forget the horrific scene I just witnessed. How can a place like this even exist in a building as bleak as the temple? I hear a quiet clacking sound and turn to see a gloomy-looking man poking away at a typewriter on the other side of the partition. His attention remains fixed on the paper in front of him, squinting in concentration, seemingly unaware of our presence. Oh gosh, seems like we just ran out of snacks. Would you two like coffee or tea? Coffee. No thanks. Have any milk? Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go! See, you know? Like I said, this is my lore. This is me. This is the first thing on my mind. Got milk? I sure do. One milk for Nico coming right up. This lady's the first person I talked to upon arriving here at the temple. She has a kind of a voice that's warm and bubbly. Right? We tried the Geneva Convention and now we are resorting to going all out. Listening to her always puts me at ease. She never seems to wear the traditional priest habit, however. preferring to wear a white coat that makes her look like a doctor. And she's at infirmary. I don't know, it kind of makes sense. To make up for it, though, rosary beads hang from her breast pocket like a brooch, glittering in the light. It's hot, so don't burn yourself. Oh, it's even hot milk? Nice. I appreciate it. Thanks. So what exactly do you do here anyway? Well, gosh, what do I do? I guess I never gave you a proper introduction, huh? My name's Grit. I'm part of the health department. You probably don't know what that is yet. Basically, we help diagnose and take anyone who gets sick here and give them hot milk. Grit! Oh, kinda like a doctor. You can call me that if you'd like. Honestly, it'd make me really happy. Milk plus American copies of wedding. Yes, you're so right about that. We should all have some. I'm always here to chat if you have any health concerns. You can also stop by if you just want a cup of tea and a cookie. No, I want milk. Thank you so much for everything. I'll have almond milk. Fair enough. Wow, I didn't realize nice folks like you existed in the temple. Yeah, everybody else has been like really fake and catty for some reason. It's so weird. You bet we do. The temple's full of great people. Did you already meet the bishop for your department? They were apparently a little too busy today. That'll happen. Speaking of which, I'm dying to know what they're like. Haku Ekran is truly amazing. Her story is pretty unusual, actually. They started working here as a bishop when they were only a few years older than you two. They're really strong and the nicest person. A truly wonderful human being who routinely goes above and beyond to help those around them. That's our bishop. Isn't that how people always are? Well, Mira, actually, to be fair to you, you're not even wrong. I'm sure you like them too. I'll probably understand better when I meet them myself. Do you two go way back? Well, yeah, I guess we do. The longer I have to assess a person's worth, the stronger my bond with them grows. I hope you two are able to share that kind of relationship. You've got a lot of hard work ahead, so stay strong and do your best. I'm rooting for you. Thanks. A diagonal person to get to know. Oh, I bet. I'm waiting for like John Soul's music to start playing when we see him. We'll be seeing you. I like soy in my coffee. Alright, back to the workplace. It looks like the streets of LA. This looks like a Counter-Strike map. Hello? Yeah, anytime you want, she said. That good at jumping straight across? Oh, we'll find out. Managing to work my way against a flow of people, I find myself in an area filled with oil smoke and stinking of burnt char. Is something on fire over there? You know the cleanup crew's in charge of picking up garbage, right? I think they're burning it. Oh yeah? And this place must be one of our workstations, huh? Seems that way. Wait, are you really going over there? Well, yeah, sure. What about you? Don't you want to? Well, my nose is burning enough just standing over here. It's not that I don't want to go, but maybe you could go for both of us. There's somewhere else I need to be. Where are you going? Yeah, well, if you're busy, then you should go. I'll catch up with you later. A part of me feels bad leaving her on her own, but I want to visit as many places today as possible. And there's only one of me. Despite the space looking large enough to comfortably hold around 10 people, it seems everyone took off immediately after work, leaving the place empty and quiet, looking around the room lined with rusted containers and not much else. Yeah, the company Nico is gone. Now I'm all by myself. I felt like I'm gonna see something weird. I hear a familiar sound and turn to find an equally familiar face. Secure a short distance away. I'd rather check out the burning stink than hang out with your new squeeze. Yeah, where are my manners and my priorities at? Sekiro's a short distance away, and just like earlier, he's pulling a cart with him in one hand. Hey! Don't ignore me, still got work to do. You're way more devout than you appear. The closer I get, the thicker and more cloying the burnt smell grows. It's an almost animalistic stench, mixed with the sweetness of rot. Sweetness. I caught occasional whiffs of a familiar scent in my village. Is this place some kind of crematorium? Something like that. He could have gone into more detail about what he meant. It looks like I can try out this game on my Steam Deck. It's functional. Nice! I mean, that would be like perfect anyways, I would think. Instead, he simply shuts his mouth. And then Sekiro returns to the task at hand. What exemplary work ethic! Watching him, my thoughts turn back to the incident at lunch. Is my man being held at gunpoint to be doing this right now? Look at his face and the way he's been acting. Something ain't right. For such a skinny guy, I wonder what his deal with food is. Oh my god! If this guy was like fat, would he be like, oh, this guy's kind of fat. I wonder what his deal with food is. The text will be too small and might have to adjust it to make it work. Partially distracted by random thoughts, I absentmindedly notice a blue-black mark on the nape of his neck, half hidden by his hair. Yeah, my characters I hate are so judgmental. Stigmata. It's an oddly difficult to see spot. You've got some trash stuck to you. Bro! That's his stigmata, what do you mean? Well, that's not very nice. When I brushed the white piece of fuzz from his neck, his shoulders momentarily stiffen, as if flinching from my touch. Then he hunches over. He turns back to look at me. His eyes wide with shock before immediately averting his gaze. Sigmata? Even our chickens were never this wary of me. Oh my god. He's never been touched like that. Sekiro's over-the-top reaction is slightly off-putting. If there's nothing for you to do here, then go home already. Come on, I said let's talk. You've been ignoring me all day. You and me? Talk about what, exactly? Look, I get it. You're a grouchy guy with an awful personality. And honestly, I don't care about how you treat me. But Maya doesn't deserve your sarcasm. Why is our character like all over the place? Now we're just like so hella smug all of a sudden. I thought it was obvious, but Maya's a girl. What does her gender have to do with her ability to get her job done? He basically straight up said she can't do her job. What? That's not what he said! That is not what he said! He's saying that she can! Is this gaslighting? And seriously? And what would you do if Maya heard you just now? You know, it wouldn't hurt you to be a little more nice when asking others for favors. You were scouted to work here, and yet all you've done from day one is chase women. True! You truly are scum. God damn! Shut up and listen, smartass. You've been running your mouth so much, I really want to fucking slap you. Who do you think you are? Oh my god, I did not take that well. You're the one who needs to shut up. The only guy running his mouth around here is you. Yeah, he's actually trying to mind his own business and we're like being so weird around him. True woman, Andrew Tate is here. Is that me? Am I just Andrew Tate? The dull thunk of a container hitting the ground echoes loudly in the silence. I don't know. I think this is a Nikonya L. We really were just, he was just minding his own business and then we had to do this to him. He's had his back to me this whole time. I barely have any time to register what was going on before he turns to face me. Oh. He glares. This is my lord, Nico. Damn, I didn't know I was a hater like that. He glares, looking straight into my eyes, barely suppressing his anger. He's right to be angry, though. Letting out an exasperated sigh, Sekiro slowly begins walking towards me. Oh god, are we gonna score up? You. What makes you think you have the right to shove your nose into other people's business? Oh god, yeah, this is what I mean. But what did you say? You don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about, huh? Tell me, as part of the disposal team, what exactly can you do in the underworld? Yeah, tell his ass. Tell her ass. Alert and wide awake, I find myself reeling with discomfort faced with such an unforeseen situation. We didn't expect him to fight back like that. Disposal team? The underworld? Is he talking about the Saint Sheol cleanup department? You'll have to find someone else to wipe your ass. Get out of here. Go home and get to bed so you can get up on time tomorrow. Yeah, go do your job. Nikonya. Go do your fucking job. And mind your business. While I stand there uselessly trying to untangle the words that lay clubbed together in a mess of my throat. Oh, we can't even clap back. Sekiro brushes past me in his way to know who knows where. I'm once again left behind, unable to speak up in my defense. He thought he was a bitch. Yeah, just because he was skinny, it's like, man, I wonder what his relationship is with food. And then that was when I start to learn the value of not being cringe as fuck. Alone and unable to bear this abominable silence, I trudge off, feet dragging behind me. His attitude coupled with his emotionless warning only incites my rebellious nature more. Hope I'm not done being toxic. What an insufferable prick. I guess I never learned. I heard that impressions speak a lot about a person. It goes both ways, Nikonya. And if it's true, then that guy is an absolute piece of shit. It's not me, it's him, even though I was the one who started it. That bad reputation that precedes him makes far more sense now. The pure look of hostility on his face when he met me for the first time, his intentional choice of words meant solely to piss people off. Thanks to him, my thoughts are a damn mess. Well, looks like it's all downhill from here. God, oh my god. He really got me good. I am like, not okay. Oh, we need to save that. We need to save the rest of our pride. The sky is pitch black. I have a feeling my sisters are long gone by now. Are you gonna head back then? Character seething, coping beyond belief. I hope that I wake up tomorrow morning and be like, oh my god, I really messed that up. He could have been my bro. Huh? Well, what about you? I was thinking of spending a little more time taking a look around. Well, what'll you do if you get lost? Don't worry, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's always knowing where I am. I watched Maya trudge off, her shoulders slumped, before giving a full body stretch. Oh, stretch. Time to get a better grasp of the neighborhood. I am afraid of nighttime. Oh. Firmly grasp it. Surely that's fine. We're just gonna go to a question mark in the night. I wonder what's gonna happen. The blue-black color of the sky has blended into the air around me, making it even colder. They told me the capital was a chilly place, but I didn't think it would be this frigid. Except now, I just know it as question mark. Is it night now, or is it actually morning? The sky has been dark since this morning, so I have no way of knowing what time of day it actually is. As my surroundings rapidly darken, as uncertainty, I was trying not to think about crawls from the bottom of my mind. No, I can't. I can't be lost, can I? Oh my god. Am I this hopeless? I'm pretty sure I'm not very far from where I'm started. But this deep, overgrown, unpaved path is definitely enough to scare me. That's just great. Admitting to my blunder, I scratched the back of my head. There's no point standing around like this. So I turn around to go back the way I came. On the other side, I see what looks like a building. It has huge glass windows, plus a big cylindrical tower or something. If I'm not mistaken, that's a chapel, but something seems off about it. It dominates the space around it like some abandoned building. It's the only thing in this completely overgrown outdoor area. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm gonna go into this abandoned building now. What is wrong with me? I approach to check things out. Still, nobody around. Through the dirty windows, I see vines growing up on the rotting walls like a monster messily devouring a meal. Whatever the case, it certainly doesn't seem to be in use. Scrape, scrape. I hear the sound of something scratching along the dirt and sand. If that's a mountain beast, I'm in trouble. I hurry and hide myself, then look in the direction I heard it. Surprisingly, as my eyes turn that way, I see a person standing there alone. There's no mistaking it. Not considering the utterly black night sky and pure white light radiating from them. Okay, I thought that was something terrifying. Okay, it's fine. The person has white hair neatly tied at the back. They wear a rose corsage on it. The white light! Oh, the light! It's strange and incongruent with the surrounding darkness. Instead of lurking behind it, it controls the space around it, drawing the attention of any would-be viewers. I've never met anyone like that before. Hey, let me holler! But their expression is so cold that I have trouble feeling regular human goodwill toward them. I can't even make out their gender. Let their wide, intricately decorated sleeves flutter as, with a sullen face, they walk through the underbrush, across all the branches and leaves scattered on the ground. The more I look at them, the less they seem like a person, and more like a skillfully produced work of art come to life. The moment I realize I'm staring too much, their eyes sharpen and they cast their gaze my way. I duck down to the ground before our eyes meet. Wait, did I just avoid them? Immediately I feel enough tension to make my heart burst. My pulse quickens, and suddenly, the sounds of all the nighttime insects seem magnitudes much louder than before. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's accurate somehow. A brief silence follows. Finally, I hear them walking away. Sweat drips from me despite how cold I was before. I quickly get myself off the ground, casting a gaze to where they were. But nobody's there. They already left. I feel like I just had a waking dream while standing up. Will I make it back to the dorm in time? It seemed like a good idea to get back quickly before I really let myself be blinded by it. I thought we were cooked. I thought we were dead. They really let us with that, being assholes so that we wouldn't feel as bad as what I was thinking. That was like super death flaggy. I opened my leaden eyelids and an unfamiliar white seeps into my groggy consciousness. An unfamiliar ceiling is above me. The white ceiling in question is stained in several places and seems lower than normal. Even with that awareness, it's still completely foreign to me. Morning? Fragments of broken dreams drift through my still dream-fogged mind before vanishing. Yeah, what kind of stains are we talking about? And why is it on the ceiling? Huh? I must have slept pretty soundly. I guess all that walking around I did on my first day had a positive effect on my sleep. Yeah, I mean, if he was dreaming about that... Scratching my head, my hair a mess of curls, I take in my surroundings. Reality begins dawning on me when I see a pile of clothes I had left scattered on the ground the night before. Yo, I should really put my stuff away. As expected, no one came to wake me up. I might have arrived only yesterday, but today is technically my first official day of work. The situation outside my window looks unchanged from yesterday. Enough so that I begin to question the passage of time itself. Let's go to work. It looks so nice in the dorm in the morning now. I have to make sure to lock the door to my room before I leave. The key I was given yesterday is so small that without some way to attach it to myself, like on a cord, the chances of losing it are quite high. Whoa, pause! Whoa, pause. I time to shit and head to bed. Yeah, good night, Flam. Thanks for being here. It was fun having you here. It's your time to go to sleep. And as I was saying, what an interesting detail. Just letting you know that the key is easy to drop, Same with the door, the lock to your room. I wonder what that might be related to. As soon as I shut the door to my room, the door next to mine flies open and the disheveled-looking blonde I've come to know fairly well steps out. Holy! Nico! Morning! You weren't in your room last night. I'm not sure where you were. Yeah, nice pizza. Yo, I didn't know we were getting breakfast so early. But you're pretty bold spending the night out on the town on your first day. The only one bold around here is you! And what in God's name are you even wearing? What, this? I just woke up and I forgot to change. Wearing all that? Goddamn! Oopsie daisy, I'm such a klutz. Fucking Passing down at herself, she spins around on the spot, posting like a model in a magazine. Her outfit doesn't leave much to the imagination. Do all city women dress like this? Do you usually forget to get dressed? Go back and change already. So honest opinion. How do I look? Good enough. Yeah? She's absolutely pulling my leg here. Which one? So you stopped by my room last night, huh? We're neighbors, aren't we? I have to say hello. Well, for your information, I wasn't out late because I wanted to be. I wanted to take a look around and got lost. The temple is massive. You must have had a great time. Don't worry, it'll all fall into place soon enough. Just don't be late tonight, okay? I want to visit later. Oh, also, could you tell everyone I'm gonna be late? Why? The girl averts her gaze, ruffling her incredibly tousled hair in agitation. Clearly annoyed, although I'm not sure why. Look, sometimes girls these days, where we feel bloated and sick. Oh, it's that day. Do you really need me to spell it out for you? Well, fine, but if you don't put some clothes on, you're gonna catch a cold. Hilarious as always. I guess we needed a little bit of relief after how intense the night before was. Well, the sex on. Her high-pitched laughter follows me as I head into the gathering spot for our department. The cleanup department, located in the most dimly lit corner of the building, always seems bathed in shadows. The closer I get, the more humid it feels. Good morning. I croak, my voice oddly deep. The tension in my shoulders is even affecting my throat. A chorus of muffled voices returns the greeting, although it's hard for me to tell where they're coming from, since no one looks up. Those who reflexively glance my way quickly lose interest. Too bad Phlegm left too soon before that happened. Morning, Maya. Well, I am the new guy here. I find myself calling out to the only familiar face in the room. Oh, Nico, good morning. Did you make it back alright last night? With only her face turned in my direction, her ladylike posture makes her look almost like a peony. She is adorable. I told you I'm pretty good at finding my way around. How did you sleep? I find the pillows here are kind of lumpy and uncomfortable. Hey you, did you come here by yourself? Oh, you're here too? Just answer the question. Where's that girl? Is she still in her room? Blondie said she'd be late. Pretending to be sick to get out of work again, huh? She said something about feeling bloated and sick sometimes. Excuses. That's what she always says to get out of morning meetings. You should know better. Besides, I'm the one who's getting in trouble for it. First of all, it's way too early in the morning for this. For some reason, the cleanup department meets earlier than the others. With a high proportion of uneducated lower-class youngsters in the cleanup crew, it's necessary for the bishop to teach them the fundamentals. The younger priests arrive before the workday starts for class, but the more experienced and older priests filtering in some time later. I had a proper education, you know. For some reason, the temple seems to attract mannerless country bumpkins with no common sense. Like moths to the flame, and it's normal folks like us who pay for it. What a nuisance. A chill instantly fills the room. It's probably from the way I shut my mouth halfway through her diatribe, though I had no intention of doing so. Maya shoots me an uneasy glance. I have a hunch she thinks I'm offended. Oh, she didn't mean you, of course, Nico. Did I stutter? I meant exactly what I said, for crying out loud. Suddenly, I see a tall shadow outside the window, and I hear the sharp click of heels. The sound instantly dispels the suffocating silence. The door bangs wide open, accompanied by a cheerful, "Good morning!" And a chorus of replies echoes through the room, louder than when I arrived. As I step inside, memories of what happened the night before the sucker punched me in the brain. Unable to return the greeting with my mouth hanging open, all I can do is stare, my eyes following their every move. It's him, her. How is everyone doing today? Lately, it seems like the weather's been playing by its own rules. Another chilly day, huh? Don't forget, all your wonderful bodies are on loan from God. So, be sure to take good care of them so you don't get sick. Oh, is that my alter ego? Also, they were advancing the text without me clicking. That's kind of scary that they just did that. Their long, loose skirt, fluttering around their legs with the slightest movement, seems in direct contrast with their white hair tied in a tight bun. Haku Ekoran, the cleanup department's bishop. I swear I saw them in the forest yesterday, but... they're very different from what I expected. Shh, be quiet. Haktua? Every fucking time. Her warning comes a moment too late. The bishop's eyes meet mine, which have been glued to them ever since they walked through the door. Compared to yesterday, they seem far more relaxed. Ah, yes. Perfect timing. I have some great news. We have a new brother and sister who will be joining our department from today on. I like how slowly she speaks too. And this is our first proper face-to-face meeting. Isn't it? Yes? My apologies about yesterday. I had urgent matters to attend to. Absolutely would. I felt like this is a thirst trap. That's why they're not even saying if it's a he or a she. They speak in an oddly low voice as if trying to hide their naturally more high-pitched one. Well, their laid-back drawl combined with their uniquely odd pronunciation leaves me struggling to understand them. Meanwhile, their eyes continuously dart around the classroom with sharp, quick movements. Now then, you two, go on and introduce yourselves. I like them. I cough quietly, trying to shake off the awkwardness of having everyone's eyes on me. It'd be great if I could speak without my voice crackling. My name is Nico. I want to suck. Unfortunately, I'm starting to get sleepy, so I'll be heading to bed. It was a fun stream. Take care and good night. Good night, good night. Using headphones are just ASMR. Isn't it kind of crazy how without saying how their voice is, because the next, you nailed it first try? Yeah, right? That was a good coincidence. And hi, Nia, good to see you. You're just in here for Hakutua. She's fucking hot. I come from an area fairly far from here. With this being my first time here at both the temple and the capital itself, I'm still pretty lost. I heard I might be transferred to a different department once my probation is over, but for now, it's nice to meet all of you. The bishop had been listening with an expression of bewilderment on their face, belated claps in response. Did I say something strange? It doesn't bother me, but I'm worried about Maya. I glance over to see her frozen in fear. Her entire body is as stiff as a board and her eyes are glued to her fingertips. Ahem! Beep! Her sister claps her hands together, breaking the silence before it can deepen any further. Maya looks so miserable, like shaking with fear and unable to look up from the floor. I can't bring myself to watch. She's like a newborn baby animal. I am Maya Elbeth. Nice to meet you. Whoa. An Elbeth girl, huh? How adorable. Yo, the way she slid in. Yo, why does she have so much power like this? She's the only person who has been like doing weird tax box stuff. Just going in like this, she's the only one. Look at that. And like with my intro, there's some scattered applause. Yeah, right? That comes more like mockery than a genuinely warm welcome. I have a feeling it's probably directed more at me than her. Crap. Why is the disposal team looking this way? For some reason, for someone who usually stares people down with her overbearing confidence, she's had her gaze focused at her feet this whole time, and I can hear her mumbling and swearing under her breath. Seemingly unaware, the beaming bishop opens their mouth once more. It's this lack of awareness that makes everyone around them suffer. I wish the two of you the best of luck. Go get 'em. Yes, Mommy. The bishop then immediately dives into a history lesson. They talk about the prophets, stigmata, the running sea, and the barren wastelands, unfit for human life. I'm pretty proud of myself for not dozing halfway through. What we do for others, we do for the Lord, our God. He watches over us, always. Wait, is the lesson like, are they actually giving out the lesson this slowly? Ain't no way. Amen. It's about time for the meeting to start, Your Excellency. But for you, Haku. Amen. Yeah, even Miyo is about it. Sekirat steps in, suddenly interrupting the bishop's edifying sermon. Albeit seemingly without a hint of malice. His voice isn't loud or commanding, but it's enough to instantly change the atmosphere in the room. The bishop's eyes suddenly widen in surprise. Wow. My. There I go. Losing track of time again. Now then, everyone, make sure to help your two new colleagues out if you see them having trouble. And you two, do what you're told, okay? Okay. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. Speaking of which, do you have any questions? The uncomfortable silence between us is once again thankfully broken. Doesn't seem like they do. In that case, be sure to love one another. Today, always, and forever. Are you single? Oh my god, hell yes! And with that, the bishop gracefully departs, followed closely by Sekirat, cloaked in a black veil. We need her more to give us our lessons. Come on. Even the way the bishop moves is bizarre. The detachments between their joints makes it look like a strung marionette, as if they hold no control over their limbs. It's almost as if they might fall at any moment, needing somebody by their side at all times to catch them. And almost as proof of this, Sekirat's eyes remain glued to the bishop's back as they leap together. I mean, I'd be staring at that too. Don't worry. Just doing my job. The door closes and once their footsteps fade into the distance, the noise level within the cleanup department quickly returns to normal. The bishop seems pretty laid back. Stories I've heard paint her very differently. Though the way she talks, she sounds like a princess reigning over a field of flowers. Wait, you're saying that person is a woman? You're saying that person is a woman? Ruined! I think so. I don't often see a bishop with white hair. It's kind of funny. But do you know what's funnier? I heard she was transferred here from a higher position of power. My fanboy! Bleh. I'm not following. What do you mean? Her eyes light up as I take the bait. Her former awkward boredom completely gone. Is gossiping about others really that fun for her? She's the daughter of a cardinal. That's how she gets away doing whatever she wants. We should feel blessed being dumped in this godforsaken department to clean up corpses, right? By the way, you better not go spreading any of this around. And especially not in front of that annoying jerk. You mean Securet? There's no need to remember that sleazebag's name. After finally getting her voice back, poor Maya once again firmly clamps her mouth shut. But I can't tell if they're getting along or not. No, I shall just keep picking on Maya. I speak up in an attempt of diverting her attention. Oh, why is that? Securet hates the bishop more than anyone else on the disposal team. Just hearing her name causes his face to wrinkle up in disgust. You're serious, but they just laugh together. He's her assistant for the time being. His resume is not strong enough for anything but a temp position, though he's aiming for her spot. All you need to know is it's a huge mess. The sooner this rat's nest goes under, the better, in my opinion. What do you have against him? Look, just drop it already. You have eyes. You can do your own snooping on your own time. You get wrinkles if you keep scowling like that. Ugh, for crying out loud. Looks like she's on the warpath again. Conversation between two women passing by floats in and the chairwoman freezes in place. I wish I could work with my sister too. Do you even have one? It's the type of conversation we probably wouldn't have heard if we weren't paying attention. But just that snippet is enough to turn her face bright red. Concurrency, yeah. She's clearly run out of patience. Unable to hold back any longer, she vents her anger out in a defenseless chair next to her before turning her death glare directly on us. You're embarrassing me by existing. Can you tell how annoyed I am, or do I have to spell it out for you? It keeps on escalating so quickly out here, damn. They're shouting at us. She stomps out, a look of fiendish rage glare on her face. It doesn't bother me, but to leave Maya behind like that, she hangs her head, depressed. I don't know what to do today. My sisters aren't around, and even Q left first thing in the morning. Don't worry about it, Maya. We already have a basic understanding of what needs to be done, right? We can just do what we did yesterday. And if we somehow mess up, no one will blame us. They'll blame our seniors who abandoned us without proper instructions. I guess you're right. When I'm alone, I start to panic. Yeah, they were always so kind of dodgy and a little like fake from the beginning. They're not even hiding that. I do appreciate that they have characters like this. They're not always going to be like instant heroines or anything, or choices, so to speak. My attempt at smoothing over the situation seems to work, as her anxiety starts to slowly melt away, and I didn't accidentally say the wrong thing this time. I'm not someone who tends to care about other people, but I'd like to avoid seeing Maya cry at all costs. While my reason for doing so isn't all that clear, on one hand, it kind of is. Basically, it's a pain in the butt if she gets upset and starts sobbing. The last thing I want is to be stuck with that girl who's bawling her eyes out, Maya or otherwise. Our guy's a real charmer. Maybe she feels the same way. For the first time in my life, I find myself earnestly praying the peacefulness of a boring, ordinary life continues. Everyone's personal files lay in the most conspicuous spot in the department room, meaning we don't have to look far to find them. Our respective binders are buried among the pile. Each of our files contains a single sheet of paper with a location, date, and simple job description written on it. Seems easy enough. Do you understand any of this, Maya? For the most part. It seems like we get a new one of these every day. I wonder who puts them in our folders. Who knows? Maybe the bishop? She's truly amazing. Oh, are we gonna do the thing again? Nothing bad happened. In the end, we simply psyched ourselves up for nothing. All we had to do was clean up a dirty house. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel nauseated a couple times, but compared to what I dealt yesterday, it was a breeze. Alone with Maya, my thoughts randomly turned back to yesterday. Maya's not good at her job. That's simply a fact. She can sweep the floor at least, but she's pretty clumsy, and anything more is entirely out of the question. After mopping, she tromps across the still wet floor, leaving messy footprints behind, and has no idea how to wash windows. Having to redo all of her work means what should be a simple task takes twice as long. And helping Maya with her task means I can't focus on mine. My god, you're just judging her the whole time. Her mood quickly turns as gloomy as the weather outside. Let's head back. Huh? I don't mind coming back again later on to finish everything up. Besides, it looks like it might rain soon and I feel bad making you wait. I can go home by myself, plus I don't want you to have to come back here twice. No, I don't mind. Yeah, and only a day. My guy's getting it twisted. I was thinking of taking a break anyway. Ready to go? Okay. I can't even do my own work. I have to keep picking up after her. Oh. Thanks to the sudden downpour, the road leading back to the temple is a muddy swamp. The grooves in the road are pretty deep, and I know one wrong step means I'll be drowning in muck. I'll be able to make a path through the sludge, but Maya, who's right behind me, seems stuck, waving her arms frantically in front of her body. Are you okay? If you rush, she'll end up planting face first in the mud, so be careful. Here, take my hand. I take both of her anxious hands in mine. Being so naturally shy, she cries out, her eyes wide in surprise, before squeezing my hand tightly. I hope so, please. She's able to force her way forward with the occasional pause to carefully extract her foot from the sludge. It's because of those ankle boots of hers. There's a reason why folks in the cleanup crew tend to wear tall, heavier boots. It takes a while, but we finally make it safely back to dry ground. Well, more or less, my boots and the hem of my habit are both caked in mud, that it's impossible to shake the grime loose. Maya, who steps on solid ground the moment after I do, looks pale as a sheet, though I quickly understand why. Her formerly white socks are now stained black with mud, just like mine. It didn't take us long, but the hand Maya clung to is numb from her death grip. I notice her usually pristine hands are spotted here and there with dirt, thanks to the hard work we were doing earlier. Realizing the same thing, her mouth begins to quiver. I'm really sorry, Nico. And then she apologizes again. It seems like ever since we came here, all she does is mutter one apology after another. I don't find her annoying or obnoxious in the slightest, but no matter how many times I tell her this, she just ends up apologizing even more. It's like each word I say only seems to make her more uncomfortable. All I want in this moment is to hurry back to the temple and rub off my boots, which are filled with dark black mud. But instead, impressed by how hard she tried to keep up with me without giving up, I slow down to match Maya's pace. MC does not deserve Maya. We arrive back at the temple to find small groups of people scattered here and there around the main hall. Basically, he only slowed down towards the end. It's usually filled with folks around now, but for some reason everyone's focused on the staircase leading up to the second floor. I followed her gaze only to immediately stop in my tracks at the sight before me. 3 people, all dressed ridiculously, are descending the staircase, one after the other. Right? As soon as the 3 appear, all the priests in the vicinity place their palms together, bowing in their direction, as if dictated to do so. Very confused, I glance over at Maya only to find her with her own head bowed in reverence like everyone else. I mean, I would kneel too. I'm the odd man out. Well, to be fair, that's normal around here. But I go ahead and bow as well, copying the folks around me. I furtively watch their passage out of the corner of my eye. The person in front is the short guy who asked me about my village, followed by the guy who was with Gret, and finally the bishop from the cleanup department. 1, 2, 3. Shouldn't there be one more? Huh? Just as the procession is about to pass us, I murmur quietly to Maya, head still bowed. She glances at me before beginning to count on her fingers, still bent at the waist. It's probably the bishop from the academics department. Speaking of which, I don't think I know much about that department. They basically decipher ancient texts and research things. Only very smart people are accepted. Wow, so that's it, huh? Yeah. Actually, my big sister's always dreamed of getting in, but no matter how hard she studies, it's not enough. Oh. But please don't tell her I told you that. She'll get angry at me again. Only oi, Erms. Wait, can I get in there? You two from the disposal team, don't just stand there. Go get cleaned up. The priest barks at us as we walk by, reminding us of something that completely both slipped our minds. The mud caked on my pants has dried a brick of muck by now. I glance over to see Maya looking down at herself, blushing furiously. I'm gonna go ahead and wash myself off. Should hurry up and get changed as well. Are you heading back early today? I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I really have to go. Sure, be careful on your way back. I'll see you later. Maya hurries off, but upon realizing she's tracking mud everywhere, slows down as she heads deeper inside the temple. My opinion of her doesn't change, even if she's dressed in rags and caked in mud, but I can tell she doesn't feel the same way. The cleanup department is the only one with 2 showers, one in the temple and one in dorms. Perhaps it's just the time of day, but a shower with the only sight being naked male flesh as far as the eye can see is an abomination from any perspective, at least to me. Why is that the only thing on your mind right now? I have no plans on staying long anyway. I'm not a huge fan of how humid it gets in here. The wetness in the air is so oppressive. It makes it hard to breathe. Yeah, maybe that's what we want instead. I bet Sekiret is just gonna look at him like I said, classic. And the faucet doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Either the water's scalding hot or freezing cold, no in-betweens. I'm already sick of having to take this many showers. Bro, what's going on? Having hurried maybe a little too much, I arrive at the cafeteria to find no sight of Maya. The 2 seniors had gone up with her are here, which means she's probably just taking her time. Standing in the doorway, waves of people move in and out around me. Each time someone sits down, whether alone or in pairs, a musky scent wafts into the air. It's the stench of death, something you can't wash away with soap and water. It's inescapable, enveloping everyone who works there. I hear people constantly say they'll never get used to it, and yet it seems that they have. I personally can't stand it, but this discomfort has already been part of my daily life. Maya's face naturally surfaces from my jumble of thoughts. I remember how she looked in her muddy boots, her skirt an embarrassing wrinkled sullied mess. I can't help but worry about her. Enough so that it's kind of comical. She must smile sometimes, right? It seems like an obvious fact, but the only image my mind can conjure up is her bowing, her face a mask of misery. Stop! You saw her smile at the rose gardens. Come on, man. The picture of hers that sprang up to mine gradually begins to solidify. She's still nowhere to be seen. I have a strong hunch that Maya's probably skipping dinner tonight, and so I hurry to grab some bread for myself before it runs out. I guess a part of me misses her, though I don't really know why. And I can't seem to escape the putrid scent that lingers in the air, clinging to the tip of my nose. I should really study the floor plan of this temple so I don't get lost anymore. Now then, where should I go? Whoa, that's a lot of places. I bet we'll find her in the flower garden. And we'll go until the night ends and then we can call it also. I hope Maya's here. Walking out into the yard, I see a familiar figure. Maya's sitting on the bench, hugging her knees to herself. Oh, Cyril, hello there. Before I can call out to her, the sound of pebbles crunching under my shoes gives me away. Bleh. She immediately winces in fear while turning in my direction. Just as surprised as she is, I raise both hands in front of me as if to show I'm unarmed and perfectly shaped. I just really like... Oh, of course. I'm glad you could check in for now. But when you do go to bed, please sleep well. The look of fear in her eyes immediately softens when she sees me. Seeing her is comforting for some reason. Maya, I was wondering what I'd do if you weren't here. Did you eat already? Nope, my sisters aren't around today. I don't have much of an appetite today. You sure? Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it. No, don't be used to that. From the way she's talking, I guess this kind of thing happens often. Instead of an answer. Yeah, there were like 12 of them I saw. I offer her some of the bread I brought from the cafeteria. Made from local ingredients, there's still a faint smell of warm butter from the bread roll. Her eyes widen in surprise again, but this time I notice her body trembling faintly. You brought this? For me? Well, I had a feeling you probably skipped dinner, so... Well, I brought a couple so I could eat out here too. It's better than going hungry. Her hand hovers uncertainly for a moment before she takes one of the rolls. I can't help but feel sorry for her as she nibbles it, though Maya seems more relaxed, no longer curled up into a stiff ball. I mean, sleep for dinner is a viable strategy. Saves money, too. I sit down next to her, glancing absent-mindedly around the garden. It's almost definitely a garden, although not very conspicuous, mostly containing rambling roses. The sight of bright red blossoms blooming all over the curved archway is fairly lackluster, probably thanks to the abundance of wilted petals, likely from neglect. Wait, what if I am both of these characters? I am this guy, and I am also Maya. I remember how out of place it seemed the first time I found it. Such a beautiful spot buried away right next to the cleanup department. And yet, the gloom that pervades the office feels entwined between the neglected roses. What seems to catch Maya's attention isn't the roses in full bloom or the archway itself. It's this bit of dirt between the bricks where small flower buds are just beginning to sprout. Yo, that's crazy. Good night, Taka. So small you have to squint to see them. While sitting here, I can tell why this is her favorite bench. You can see the buds better from this spot. She seems happier than usual, watching her favorite budding blossoms, looking so much more like weeds than the gorgeous flowers they'll eventually become. You don't get along with your sister, huh? Pardon me? Why do you say that? Her expression immediately stiffens. I have no intention of picking on her. Quite the opposite. Well, the reason why is I noticed she basically ignored you yesterday and didn't offer to help you out at all, despite being way more experienced. And, I mean, look at you. You're all here by yourself, right? I don't mean to stick my nose into your family business, but it's hard for me to just sit back and watch. No, it's fine, and I know how it looks. The thing about my older sister is that she tends to worry a lot, but I swear she's a good person and actually taught me so much. The reason why she's cold sometimes is because she's sick of me being a good-for-nothing pain in the butt. No! I mean, I would be too. Also, I can tell you're really worried about me, Nico. No, I mean, anyone would be worried about someone who always seems so sad all the time, right? She's just like me for real. Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry for making you worry. You really don't have to. So, here's what I'm thinking. If I felt things were more awkward between us, the best thing would be for me to tell this mud-covered girl. I know, but I do anyway. I'm assuming the reason why she doesn't believe me is because I'm always giving her vague responses with my true feelings mixed in. You don't have to apologize all the time. I don't know what other people think, but I swear that you've never bothered me in the slightest. Plus, I know how much you put into your work, every single time. If anything, seeing you struggle just makes me want to help you more, which is why you don't need to apologize to me. Even after giving it some thought, I still find myself in an ambiguous impasse. Besides, I feel like I'll just sound crazy if I say what I'm thinking out loud. As the silence deepens, regret washes over me. You're so strange. I know how boring it is to be around here with me, and yet I've stuck by my side all this time. So you should know better than anyone. No one's ever said anything like that to me before. You're really weird, Nico. Not weird, it's just that people you surround yourself with it who are the real weirdos. Blatantly giving someone the silent treatment like that, I don't think that's very nice. Whoops. No matter how much I don't get her older sister, she's still Maya's family. She must feel really uncomfortable having me badmouth her own family in front of her. Sorry, I didn't mean for it to come out like that. It's okay. I guess it's weird because it's out of the norm. Yeah, red flag. Not like this. Followed by this tiniest sliver of a voice almost too faint to hear. Thank you for caring about me. Think I should say something next time? Well, yeah, seems like a much better strategy in my opinion. The corners of her mouth just barely curl up into a faint smile, though there's no joy in it. Why does that sentence hit for some reason? She looks different than how I remember. The smoldering, empty husk of her usual self. Maybe because this isn't how Maya really feels. Maybe that she's not as happy as I thought she was. Holy. Regardless, I'll never be able to forget that subtle gesture that didn't seem like a smile at all. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, let's place with this the war in the workplace. I want to see Secured again. Mysterio, hello! Good to see you. Here just in time for a little bit of our true Nico lore. The only sound in the workplace is the mechanical clacking of machinery. Even from a distance, I can tell nobody is there. Glancing around this desolate place brings to mind memories at the cafeteria, bustling with priests coming and going. Apparently, nobody wants to deal with any work-related business until after lunch. I remember bumping into that weirdo here yesterday, though he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he's eating lunch at the cafeteria? So, my respect might go up a touch. Coming and going. He carries a shroud of lonesomeness around him in the midst of all this clamor. Lost in thought, I suddenly feel somebody poke my shoulder, catching me off guard. Ah! Whoa. It's her! Holy! I turned to see someone I wasn't expecting. Or rather, the last person I would have imagined being here. Same for me! Hold on. Shiker, she poked her shoulder. What is the bishop doing in a place like this? Once I've calmed down, she laces her fingers together, including the one that poked me and looks at me with bright amber eyes, blinking twice. Don't just sneak up on people, you practically gave me a heart attack. That's my line. Now, what are you doing here, Ikonya? As nothing more than a trainee. I thought your work ends at noon. That's, well, sorry, but... You could say her eyes are blue, but bathed in this light, they glimmer like amber waves of grain swaying on a plateau. Beneath the pitch-black heavens of the polar night, the light from the candle she holds flickers, the gold that fills her eyes swaying alongside it. She's only holding a single candle, and yet, perhaps due to how she used to the dark my eyes have grown, the glow from the flame seems perpetually bright. Encompassed by a golden glow, it has the effect of making her seem more ethereal than usual. And then she touches me without any warning whatsoever. There's no way I can calm down from that so easily. But anyone would be scared out of their minds having an important person like you seemingly walk out of the shadows and poke them. Maybe say something first next time. I did, in fact, do just that. When? We are all united through God, our Father, who art in heaven. Okay, that's kind of freaky though. With our minds and souls connected. Thus, there is no need for verbal communication. I need you to talk to me in a language I can understand. That was a joke. And I'm not really joking. You're something else. I feel like I'll never get that type of humor here. So, that means you came here as part of your training. How admirable. Well, I guess I'm doing that too. Am I in the way of your work? You're the head. No. I was just on my way back. I was merely surprised to see an unfamiliar face in this all too familiar place. I always find it exciting when new brothers and sisters join our fold. Good to hear. Yesterday I got in some guy's way and he got so angry I thought his head might explode. That guy with the stick up his butt? I'm assuming you mean Sekiret? That's not a nice way to talk about fellow brethren, you know? Yesterday? Ah, yes, of course. You see, I have a tendency to pass out and collapse. And he often helps me out. Thank God for that, truly. Now, come on. Shouldn't you be thanking the guy helping you out over God? I thank God for bringing us together in the first place. She has a point. Well, then, having lived most of my life in a small village, I haven't really talked to many adults. Yet, I've never met anyone as hard to communicate with as the bishop. Her mannerisms seem natural enough when she talks about her own subordinates. She thinks she knows them well, yet seems oblivious to the way they talk about her behind her back. Honestly, it's pretty awkward, though I expected as much. There's other reasons for this strange awkwardness. I began to speak, hoping to confirm them. So, Your Excellency, were you not in the woods yesterday? The woods? Near the old chapel that's deep in the woods, that's what I mean. There's a chapel outside? Nope. Nothing's coming to mind. Liar! I saw you with my own two eyes. We even made eye contact. Honestly, I can't tell how shocked I was at the time. No need to get so upset. Huh? Oh, I'm not upset. Oh, right, sorry for raising my voice so suddenly. I'm truly sorry. To tell you the truth, thanks to an accident in my childhood, I sometimes have holes in my memory. Seriously? How does that work? It's hard for me to explain, but oh my god, I don't like this. She's not even like truly lucid. She's just gonna have days where she's just sleepwalking like that. Some like Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing. For example, sometimes I'll come to and realize I'm in a different place than where I thought I was. Or talking to a complete stranger as if I know them. I have no clue what I was doing, what I should be doing, or even the date or the time. It's all a hazy mystery. I have folks telling me they've seen me in places I don't remember being. Are you sure that's normal? I'm fine. After all, I am blessed by God's everlasting presence. So, it's not actually that problematic. On the contrary, I'm not sure if I should be impressed or what. But I guess I would explain it, though I'm still not completely convinced. Hmm? The discrepancy between our respective memories is a little bizarre, right? I see what you mean. Well then, please come and visit me. As capricious as the morning glories. For memories for a better future. And as often as possible to make sure I don't forget you. Brother Nico. Wait. Oh, oh. I'll try my best. I hope to be seeing you a lot more in the near future. Just one more thing. Okay, come to work. Okay, see you next time. Okay. Just needs a hug and someone to look after. Exactly. I mean, she's not that weird. Did you, by chance, enter that chapel in the woods, Nikonya? I didn't go inside, I just poked around the area. Access to that area is forbidden. I believe there are signs on the opposite side of the road from the chapel. I know how adventurous you are, but if you're not careful, you'll find yourself in trouble. Seriously? Sorry about that. I'm pretty directionally challenged and I simply got lost on my way back to the dorms. Probably didn't notice the signs because of how dark it was. Be careful next time. Brother Nikonya, you're quickly becoming a person of interest. Oh, I don't want to hear something like that coming from you. Actually, I want to hear that. That's what I would want to hear. Oh my god. What a way to what a note to end off on, huh? I think I have fallen under her spell. Say less. Let's go ahead and find somebody who might be... Well, Jua is streaming. Maybe we could go visit her. It's been a little bit. One of Nia's good friends. Maybe a little comic relief to get us. Yeah, I was not expecting that either, especially from a visual novel. I was a little bit gripped, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good. I hope to do more of that sometime soon. But, thanks again for being here. Here's the Discord, as always. That way you can interact with me better. And we can always let you know when we're back, which we will be on Friday. So please be on your best behavior on that day. And hi, Hala. But I messed up. It is like that. Oh my god. Yo, Mia, what the? I love Mia. She's immediately there to take care of us. But you know what it is. Let's go put the raid message as usual. Oh, did I hit a nerve? And thanks for you. I'll catch you another day as well. And you know how it is. Until then, good night. Sleep well.